IELTS Practice Tests 2, published by IELTS Practice Tests. This recording is copyright. Test 2. You'll hear several different recordings and you must answer questions about them. There'll be time to read the questions and you will have a chance to check what you've written. You'll only hear the recording once. The practice test is in 4 sections. At the end of the practice test, you can take up to 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Section 1. You'll hear a phone conversation between a customer and a clothing store salesperson. First, you'll have some time to look at the questions. Let's begin. You should write your answers to the questions as you're listening, as you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer the questions. Good afternoon. You've called Look Good. David Jackson speaking. How can I help you?
Oh, hi. I was wondering if you could help me, please. I went to your shop in Kings Road yesterday and saw this beautiful polo shirt. Can I order it and have it sent to my son's address, please?
Certainly. What polo shirt is it?
It's a short sleeve shirt and it's got the number 7 printed on it. There is a smaller number on the front and a larger one on the back.
I see. What colour is it?
What? The number? Oh, I can't remember.
No, sir. What colour is the polo shirt?
Well, I saw a blue shirt. It's not navy blue and it was not pale blue either. It was somewhere in between.
Well, I see. We've got a royal blue polo shirt. I think that's the one you are talking about.
Yes, that's it.
What size would you like?
I'd like a medium one, please.
Right. I've got a large one here and a double XL in the shop window. So can I ask you to hold the line for a moment, please? I'll just check if we've got it in stock.
Sure.
Hello, sir. Yes, we've got it.
Excellent.
Can I ask you a few questions, please? What's your name?
It's Mr. P. Huckleberry. That's Huckleberry.
And what's your delivery address?
Well, my son lives in Newcastle. Let me see. His address is 54 Market Street, Newcastle.
And the postcode?
It's NE5 4SL.
And how would you like to pay?
Do you accept Visa?
Certainly. We accept all major credit cards.
Oh, good. Well, my credit card number is 4804 6875 2570 2942.
And the expiry date?
It's 07/19.
And what's the security code?
Pardon?
If you turn your card over, you should see a 3-digit code on the back of your card. The 3-digit code is next to your signature.
Oh yes, I see it. It's 529.
Thank you. The polo shirt costs £80 and there's a £7 delivery charge. That's £87.
Okay.
I'm just processing your order now, sir.
How long will my order take to arrive?
Well, the courier will collect it and take it to the post office today. Then it should be delivered in the next working day.
Great. I can't wait to hear from my son as soon as he gets a parcel. It's a present for my son, you see.
Oh, in that case, you can have free gift wrapping. I'll send a complimentary card too.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Not at all. Thank you so much.
Bye for now.
Goodbye. That's the end of section 1. You now have 30 seconds to check your answers. Now move on to Section 2. Section 2. You will hear a representative of a company giving an introduction to new employees. First, you will have some time to look at the questions. Now listen and answer the questions.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming here, and welcome to your induction day at Papyrus Warehouse. I am Patrick Stanley. I am a Human Resources Assistant, and I'm going to provide you with some procedures you should follow while working at Papyrus Warehouse. Before commencing work, you should have your ID card done. It is not just a document, but it's your company identification card. This is mine, and your card will look like this one. There's your name, photo, and unique barcode number. I'd like you to come into the HR department now so that you can have your ID cards. Please have the following to hand: your passport or driving license. As soon as you are called, show your document at the cashier's window and have your photo taken. Right, now we are ready to start. As I said earlier, this card is of great importance here. It is your identification, so you should be very careful with it. Please do not leave it lying around. If a problem arises in the till and your card has been swiped, you are in big trouble. When you arrive at Papyrus Warehouse, you should use your ID card to clock in, and you can use it to clock out at the end of your shift. If you work in the retail department, you can use it to open the till and catch up. If you work in the stock room, you should use the card at a till when you do a stock take. You are responsible for all transactions that are carried out in your name, so please make sure that you do not leave the till drawer unattended. If you have to go somewhere else, make sure that you close the till drawer and log out of the system. This card is also used for paying for lunch and snacks in the staff restaurant. You can insert £1 or £2 coins in the machines available on the third floor. If you'd like to buy a soft drink or a cake, you can give your card to the cashier and she will swipe it. Your card will be charged straight away. It is like a debit card. Let me also give you some good news. Lunch is free on the busiest days, including the first week of each month. However, the cashier will still have to swipe your card so that the system can record the lunch break. Now, let us talk about your belongings. Personal belongings such as handbags and mobile phones cannot be taken to any department. Your belongings must be left in the lockers provided in the male and female changing rooms. They are located on the ground floor. We recommend that you switch off your mobile phones, as no one can answer them while they are ringing anyway. Having said that, you can check if you've got any messages or missed calls during your coffee break. Finally, a few words about your uniform. If you work in the stock room, you are provided with 2 plain white shirts and 2 pairs of black trousers. You should wear your uniform every day. Now, if you work on the shop floor, you should wear a plain shirt and a suit. Women are asked to wear daytime makeup and have clean fingernails. They may use nail polish, but it must look fresh and neat. Now, let us move on to the safety rules and procedures.
That is the end of section 2. You now have 30 seconds to check your answers. Now move on to section 3. Section 3. You'll hear a discussion between a mentor and a high school student. First, you'll have some time to look at the questions. Now listen carefully and answer the questions. Anna, can you come downstairs, please? Anna, this is Michelle Charlton. She is a professional coach and she coaches teenagers to success.
Hello, Anna.
Hi.
Do you remember our chat last night? Well, I've talked to Mrs. Charlton and I told her your concern about your future.
Yes, Anna, let's see if we can help you find a fast track to your success.
Anna, you can have a chat with Mrs. Charlton. I'll be back in a few minutes.
So, Anna, what exactly are you worried about?
Well, I really want to go to a top university and I've got good grades, but I just don't know what I want to study there. I mean, there are hundreds of options. How should I know which one is the best for me?
I see. Anna, the first thing we need to consider is your interests and skills. What subjects are you interested in?
Well, I like physics, chemistry and maths. I quite enjoy art and humanities too, but I'm not very good at them. Oh, and I can't stand drama studies.
And what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
I use a computer a lot, but I don't use social networking sites much. I'm actually interested in machine learning. I am keen on computer architecture.
Well, perhaps we should take a look at the undergraduate prospectus and see what courses suit your needs. How about a BA in computer science? It's a good match for your level of computer skills.
I'm not so sure about that. The thing is, I don't want to sit down and stare at a computer screen all day.
I see. You said that you were good at chemistry too.
Yes, I've had an A in chemistry.
Congratulations! Why don't you make the most of your talent and study chemistry with industrial experience? You'll be able to develop your abilities while working in the industry too.
I don't know, it might be interesting, but I don't like being indoors all the time. I'd rather be on a ship or an aeroplane instead.
I see. Have you ever been on a cruise ship?
Not yet, but I'd love to. It must be great to look at the seven seas.
Okay. Do you enjoy travelling to other places?
What? Do you mean I should go for a BA in management and leisure? I don't want to do that.
No, I've been actually considering your aptitude for fixing machinery.
Oh, okay.
I think there's a wide range of options you can choose from the engineering department at university.
Yeah, and what does travelling have to do with that?
Well, have you ever heard about marine engineering?
Is it related to shipbuilding?
Yes, and you can build seawalls to prevent tsunamis too.
Oh, that seems pretty exciting. But what if I can't adapt to the life on the seashore or a port?
Maybe you could visit a port before you come to any conclusion.
Well, I've already been to airports. They are fascinating. I could see myself working in one of them.
Shall we take a look at a degree in aerospace engineering instead?
Oh, what is it? Will I become a pilot?
You're actually going to learn how to design aeroplanes, and you can also work on the development of aircrafts and operating systems such as flight control.
Oh, I'm really keen on doing that.
That is the end of section 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 4. Section 4. You will hear part of a lecture about global warming and endangered species. First, you have some time to look at the questions. Now listen carefully and answer the questions.
Good evening, everyone. In today's lecture, we shall consider the relationship between global warming and endangered species. As you know, the Earth's temperature has risen steadily over the past 150 years. It is estimated that the surface temperature increased by 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit in the last 100 years. However, 2/3 of the increase occurred in the last 30 years. It is terrifying, isn't it? The causes of global warming can be divided into two categories: natural causes and man-made causes. An example of natural cause is the methane emission from Arctic tundra and wetlands. It is estimated that Arctic wetlands release between 30 million and 100 million tons of methane gas every year. However, the most disastrous damages are caused by human activity. Let us consider the release of methane gas in coal mines, for instance. 1/4 of all methane is stored on the land surface. As men are digging earth, they are releasing the methane gas into the atmosphere. You are also very familiar with the greenhouse effect and the emission of carbon dioxide in Earth's atmosphere. So, climate change has altered ecosystems, and a range of animals are struggling to survive in this ever-changing environment. A report has been published by the International Union for the Conservation of Nature, IUCN, and it describes 9 endangered species. The emperor penguin, whose breeding areas are diminished by the destruction of its natural habitat and the possibility of food shortage, as krill is deprived of its shelf ice. Ringed seals, which will have to raise their pups further north where there is ice. The Arctic fox is being threatened by the red foxes. The latter have expanded into the tundra due to the global warming. Beluga whales are facing human intrusion into their habitat. This area was once covered by ice. However, as the ice has melted, boats are able to reach the area. Staghorn corals are suffering from oceanic acidification. Clownfish, whose sense of smell is obstructed by ocean acidification, encounter difficulties when searching for sea anemones. Salmon dies as a result of oxygen depletion. Koalas will have lower nutrient levels due to the effects of carbon dioxide on eucalyptus leaves. Finally, the leatherback turtle, whose sex ratios are being affected by environmental temperature. There has been an imbalance in the gender of hatchlings owing to high sand temperatures. Any questions so far?
That is the end of section 4. You now have 30 seconds to check your answers. That is the end of the listening test. In the IELTS test, you would now have 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the listening answer sheet. Thank you for listening.